Obviously, the two guys to my left don't need no introductions. Darren Sutherland to the far left, who's already had one pro fight and won it in great style on December the 18th. I'm sure you all saw it on Sky. We'll be having his second fight on March the 6th. And this is the first time the British press have got to meet him, because obviously, if you saw the press he's getting in Dublin, you would say it's absolutely fantastic. And I'm hoping we can say the same for young Tony. This Friday, he will be the first of the British Olympians to follow in the footsteps of Darren. So my two Olympians obviously will be in front of the other Olympians, and I think, you know, I hope they do as well as my two are going to do, because it's going to cause exciting times for British boxing. We're coming into a golden era where there's going to be some great fights out there, and it may be all the guys in the Olympians plus a couple of others that have just turned pro. George Groves, Travis Dickinson. It shows like the super middleweights and the light heavyweights could be a very exciting division over the next 3 or 4 years, I believe.
And when I signed with Dennis Hobson, that fell through at the time. I was gutted, but it was a gunset really, because I've signed with Frank Moroni, who's 100 times better. So far he's done a lot more than us than any other promoter would have done.
He's come out of a good gym. I mean, you know, he's been working with John Murray, so he's obviously had the experience there. He's working in the old Ricky Hatton gym, and he's had the boys in Manchester. You've been working a bit with Jamie Moore as well, haven't you?
Yeah.
So I think, you know, it is a step. From the 1988 Olympics, I signed two Olympians then. One was Lennox Lewis and one was Paul Ingalls, and they both went on to win world titles, and I mean real world titles, not WBU or IBO or anything else.
How's the training been going, Brian, with Darren?
He's well prepared, ready to rumble. I can't wait for the 6th of March to come.
Darren, obviously you'll be taking an interest in Tony's baby, but the next day I expect you'll be taking an interest in James's baby as well.
They're not going to put us in anytime soon. You know, we're going to have to, if we fight, it's going to be probably more of a likely for a title. For now, it's just a matter of concentrating on my career and not get sidetracked by any of the others, you know. To me, if we ever do fight again, it's a clean slate. You know, amateurs means nothing over 10 or 12 rounds. You know, you're not going to be able to run and slap and hold for long. You know, I'll catch you. So that's what I think.
So you're a fighter with a style suited to the pro game. Could you tell me a bit about your style?
Well, I'm a box fighter. As an amateur, I've stopped a lot of my opponents. So I got told off a lot of the Great Britain coaches. Terry Edwards says I'm the biggest puncher pound for pound on the team. So I must be able to punch a little bit. And I'm a boxer. I've got fast hands as well. So got a bit of everything.
And have you got a message for your opponent?
If I told him, he probably wouldn't understand because he's from Belarus, but no, not really. Just I hope it's a good fight, and I hope he doesn't get hurt too much.